Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon, good evening, whatever. Today, we're back in X-Plane, as you can probably tell by the airplane behind us. um, so today we're going to be doing a charter flight, actually, with Swift Air in a 737-300, going from Denver over to Las Vegas. So go ahead and hit on this, paste route, we'll head over to Professional Flight Planner X. We're going to be WQ 27, what? 2739. 2739, which equates to SWQ 2739. We're going from Denver to Las Vegas. I almost spelled out Las Vegas. There we go. We are using November 438 US. Boeing 737-300. No winglets. We're gonna get ourselves a payload here. There we go, that'll do it. Hold time of 1 hour, as is per standard with me. Let's get ourselves a route here. And our alternate will be Henderson, KHND, not KHD. Right, there we go. It's all good. Compute, release. Alrighty, now we'll move back over here. I'll copy the route over for Project Fly. Dispatch. And fly now. Cool. See you guys over in the simulator. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the simulator. Here's our ride for today, this Swift Air 737-300. Right now we're over on the ramp, signature ramp at Denver Airport, Denver International. Yes, they do have a signature ramp. And got our ground air and ground power here. So go ahead and head on over into the airplane. She's cold and dark, so that way it'd be more realistic, because charter flight, you know, it's just gonna be sitting on the ramp. It's gonna be cold and dark. They're not gonna be doing anything like that. Anyway, bleeds can come off. Everything else looks pretty good here, so battery can come on. Now I installed a new sound pack for the XEG, so we'll be hearing that, a little bit of that today. Anyway, let's go ahead and ground power. And we do have duct pressure because of the ground air cart, so turn on the bleeds. The recirc fan. Now we're gonna have some air flowing through. That's awesome. Window heats can come on. Fuel pumps can stay off. The smoking sign is on. Emergency exit lights can be armed. Panel lights can come off, we don't need them. Galley power can come on. Position light can come on. Logo we don't need. We'll come up here. Turn these to nav. Go down to our FMS here. Our FMC. Pause in it. KEEN. And we'll go grab our GPS left. Toss that in there. Okay, let's finish getting the airplane ready to go here. So, that's the map. Put that on 20, or on 10, sorry. Airport, route data, terrain. On this side, you can come to, stay on 20 there. Go on map. Airport, data, weather. Cool, that's all set up, and obviously the weather and the terrain radar won't come on because the master switch for the radar is off. Alright, let's continue through our flows here. Everything looks pretty good. That switch is on ground, so that's all fine. Cool. Now we start putting our flight plan in. Going to Las Vegas today. Swift Air. So Sierra Whiskey, Quebec, 2739. That'll go in there. Runway 35 left today. Alright, now we'll go to departure arrival. So our take 35 left. The Pikes 1. The Alamos transition. 35 left is selected again. Alright, cool. Route. Wait a second, that ain't right. Should be to ALS. 35 left. Pikes 1. ALS transition. Okay. Oh, it's still gonna do that. Anyway. From ALS, we're going to go to the... Actually, we'll just put an ALS here. Just fuck it. Alright. ALS. J44. So, Juliet 44. 2. RSK. So, Romeo Sierra Kilo. And we're going to be taking the J64. So Juliet 64 to PGS. So Papa Golf Sierra. That in. Our arrival today is going to be the... I'm going to take one left to start. Yeah, let's for one left. Then we're going to be taking the Tyson 5. The BGS transition. Alright, cool, I'll go the route. Can activate, execute. Go to legs now. Walk through everything, make sure everything lines up. Everything does, so that's awesome. I should put this direct ALS there. So that way it doesn't get confused. So just go on, go to legs, go to perf in it here. Okay. This thing's coming along nicely. Take a look outside the aircraft here. See, nav lights are on. This is sort of an interesting repaint, I do have to say. Kind of like it. Simple, yet not. Anyway. Everything looks good, so I will be back when the IRSs are aligned. Well, actually, before I do that, we can go ahead and put in our weight and balance info. So we have fuel and people. So our trip fuel is going to be 9,045. So 9.1 we'll say. Oh, it's in kilograms, so let's just not that. References. Change that. Oh, it is in pounds, okay. Saw the K, I was like, kilograms! So we'll go 9.1. And that'll start fueling, or defueling I should say. Huh, it isn't doing it. So we'll just instant that. So that way it will defuel it. Residual fuel rate is going to be 93.6. Awesome. So that's all good. So what we'll do before the passengers get here is set the auto brake to RTO, like so. IRSs are still aligning. If we go up here, I can check the status of them. That. And then got 5 minutes to alignment. But anyway, the passengers are going to get here soon, so what we shall do is get the AP started. So one fuel pump come on. AP can go to start. 1, 1, 2, 3. That'll start the APU up for us now. There's the United 74 taxiing at the runway. I did install a sound pack for the IECG, so it sounds a little bit better. I did not like the engine sounds that it had. Anyway, hop in here, go up to the overhead, and we can now flip on over to the APU, get APU bleed. It looks good there. Hydraulics can come on. And let's get rid of our ground power and ground air. Don't need them anymore. Everything there looks set. IRSs are still aligning. I'm going to reposition this view like that. But it works better. So I'll get back to actual go through our tests now. So flight recorder test, that passes. That passes. And then we can go to our stall warning test. That passes. Awesome. Moving on. What else is there to test? Or I forget. You can do a fire test. So, got the lights and bell. Cool. And we'll do the bottle discharge test. The systems are good. Cargo fire test. That's good. Transponder is set the way I want it. Alright, so we'll be back when the IRS is aligned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. And we have IRS aligned. I'll actually turn off these lights now that I see that they're on. So we don't need them. Alright, and while I'm here, I'll get the autopilot set up. So, the vectors can come on. Like such. And speed. We'll take care of it in a minute. Actually, we'll take care of all this in a minute after we finish with the FMS. And after I go up here, the damper come on. Alright, back down here. So, fuel weight. So let me pull up this here. Sorry, zero fuel weight is 93.6. Okay, I'll go in there. And our planned fuel usage today. Oh, I don't have nearly enough fuel on board. Whoopsies. I read the wrong number. Thank you, Windows. Very cool. This is not supposed to be 9.1. That's supposed to be how much fuel we're going to use. We're supposed to have 19,162. Whoopsies. So 19.2 is what we'll put on. Okay, now we'll get some more fuel on board. Should start fueling. But it isn't so instant. Cool. So now we're supposed to use 9.1 planning. So that leaves us with 10.1 in reserve. Cost index of 33. I'll go in there. Cruise altitude today is going to be 32,000. There we go. And I don't care about that. So we can execute. Go to N1 limit. Get rid of this. We're not going to be doing any type of derate today because it's Denver. Takeoff flaps are going to be 5. CG, is it 22 or is it something else? CG is 20 even, so that ain't right. Alright, V1, 122, VR 124, V2 134. Okay, and our trim is going to be 3.6. We do have hydraulic pressure, so we can do that. So 1, 2, 3, a little bit there. Cool. Set. Now we can get our autopilot and pressurization set. So we're going up to 32,000 a day. 32 is set. Set our landing altitude in a minute. And in a minute, I mean by when we're in the air. So our V2 is 134, so 154 is going to be our V2 plus 20. Straight up to 32,000. Like so. That's all good. Flight directors are on. Come up here, throw on that fast seatbelt sign. And we're just about ready to kick off here, waiting for the rest of the passengers to board. Yep, so everything looks good there. This airplane, I have to say, looks sort of nice. Let's go ahead, get her started, because all the passengers have boarded. So, fuel pumps, come on, all of them. Hydraulics are set. Everything else is set. Cool. Parking brake is set. Everything down here is like I want it. Ground crew is clear. So we'll go ahead and throw on the beacon. Backs can come off. Alright, let's go ahead and get our engine started here. So we'll go starting number 2. And we have N2 rotation. For 20% N2. 5% fuel coming in. Fuel flow. EGT and EGT is rising. N1 rotation. Fuel flow is coming up. Okay, so that's starter cutout. So starting number 1. N2 rotation. N2 fuel coming in. Fuel flow rising. EGT rising. And 1 rotation. And we have starter cut out. So switch over the gens. Such. Now change the bleeds over to the engines. Backs come back on. Overheats can come on. You can come off. Let's go down to 5. Auto brake is RTO. All our lights are come on now. We'll throw on the wing light. So we take a peek outside. We are all set. So, let's go ahead and taxi on out to the runway now. Wait a minute, let me just check one more thing, make sure everything's good. And it is. And we can go ahead and flip this switch to flight before I forget. Awesome. So, let's go ahead and taxi on out. Parking brakes released, and we're moving. Go ahead and arm the auto throttle. And got no ground crew or anything around us, so radar can come on. Flaps are down to 5, we have the green light. Go ahead and flip right here onto the taxiway. I head over to 3-5 left. Alright, now that we're approaching the holding point here, so we'll go ahead and stop. Short of 3-5 left. Parking brake can now come on. Let's head over to the overhead here. Running lights on, and start switches, not flight, continuous. Strobe can come on. Everything else looks good. Monitor down here. Everything's all set and ready to go. We'll go ahead and taxi onto the runway here, and let's get going. Parking brakes released. Let's go. Press a little bit of throttle to get us moving. Let's throttle up the engines a little bit like we did. And toga. Knots. V1 and rotate. That wind was pushing us off the runway. I love it. Anyway, pause the rate, gear up. Making our turn to the left here. Lower the nose a little bit, increase that angle. Yikes, we're a little bit low here. Gotta love my flying skills.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, trim the aircraft out now. We're climbing. Now we're climbing at an acceptable angle. Speed's coming up. Throw that speed in, and I'll throw the LNAV and VNAV on. So start making that turn to the left now. Almost come down. Level out here for a second. Flaps come up. We're gonna turn to intercept. We're gonna intercept, so trim the nose down a little bit. Okay. Gonna intercept here. Speeding up currently. Slight turn to the right. Alright. Now we're climbing up into the clouds here. Go ahead and trim the aircraft down. I start making that turn to the right. Alrighty. I'm gonna climb out at 11,000 feet, so landing lights can come off. Getting a little bit of turbulence here. Start switches off. Yeah, off. Wing light come off. Alright, we're all set. So I'll go ahead and throw on Jim. He'll make some more adjustments. And let you guys enjoy the climb. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we're at our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet, as you can see there on the altimeter. So we'll head up here, we'll whack off the fastest seatbelt sign. I'll be free to get up and move around the cabin and enjoy the cruise. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 80 miles from the top of the descent. So we'll head down here and get things set up. So, our final altitude for the approach is going to be 5,300 feet. So we'll go ahead and set this down to 5,000. Forget these aren't scroll wheel. Okay, 5,000 feet is set. Now our landing altitude is going to be 2,240 feet. So let's go up here. 2,240 feet. That is set. Okay. Now, look out in front of us. We have the Grand Canyon. We're out to the wing view here. There's the Grand Canyon. Starts with it anyway. Right along there. Sorry for the shaky view. I don't know what's going on with that. Right. We got that inputted. Now let's go ahead and look at our approach reference. So 110.10. 0.10. There we go. There's going to be our frequency set for the ILS, and the course is 014. It's getting to be dusk by now. Now, before I completely decided on landing runway 1 left, I should probably check the weather, so give me 2.5 seconds to take care of that. Alright, so the weather is 190 at 7, so yeah, that would be pretty much just screwing ourselves if we were to take 01 left, so let's find a different runway. 19 left should do it. Actually, we'll take 19 right. I think it'll be closer to the terminal. It'll freeze here because it likes to freeze since updating to 0.5. RNAV. And still sort of frozen. Execute. Still gonna freeze, so give me a second here. Loves to do this, I don't know why. Alright, now we are unfrozen. They put it in. I think. It's gonna freeze again. Gotta love it. Okay. Now we're gonna execute it, so I'm gonna spam the execute button until it puts it in. Okay, there we go. Cool. All that looks great. So we need to be at 20,000 here. It doesn't like this above or below stuff, so yeah, it's sort of nasty about that. That's in, and it's gonna be 190 here. It likes to freeze since the 0.5 update in Vulcan. I don't know what it is with that, so I'll have to wait for the update, I guess, for the plane. Spam it. Alright, cool. That's in. All our restrictions are in. Cool, so we can go back to init ref here. So we don't care about the frequency, so 194 is going to be the course. Go ahead and set that in both of these. There we go. some lag now for some reason. I love it. Alright, and we're gonna do flaps 30 for the approach today. We have almost 9,000 feet, so we'll go auto brake 2. And we'll arm the spoilers. Spoilers are armed, and they are not deployed, so that's great. Awesome. I'm just gonna wait for 20 miles. Sorry about that, I had a sneeze. Alright, so yeah, we just wait for 20 miles, and then we will turn on the fast seatbelt sign and start our descent. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are about 20 miles from top of descent, so fast seatbelt sign can come on. Y'all can sit back, relax, enjoy the descent. So basically, a quick interjection for you guys before I let you watch the rest of this is I sort of forgot to record the descent and approach into Las Vegas. And so, being as such, as that is an issue, luckily I caught it before I closed out of the simulator, so now we have a replay of the replay shots of the final approach and landing. So, I'll let you guys enjoy.